And so many storylines unfolding here as we talk about this transition. As we speak, dozens of hostages in the Israel-Hamas war are anxiously awaiting their releases. A ceasefire began yesterday for the first time in a year and a half. WCNC Charlotte's Julie Kay is joining us now. So, Julie, you've been following the story since it first broke. A few hostages have been released already. One from North Carolina is still waiting.
Yeah, Hamas has held Keith Siegel hostage since 2023. He was not in this first group of 3 released, though his family is still hopeful. But I spoke with a local doctor who volunteered in the region who says the impacts will last far beyond this agreement.
So in this situation, we were scanning for fluid around the lung, which...
In a conflict that can only be captured in pictures, the words you can find in between them say everything.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Dr. Azim Alahi is still struggling to find them.
Can't even imagine how much worse it could be.
He traveled to Gaza last April as a pulmonary and critical care specialist.
Wounds that you just cannot unsee because of burns, they're etched into your brain.
For 10 days, he left behind his home, his safety, and his kids.
At times you see your own family.
But 9 months later, hopeful news. A ceasefire deal reached. That means the release of hostages and prisoners on both sides.
But this is a scary time for sure. We want everyone to come home and have that same hug by their loved ones.
Even months after his return, Dr. Alahi still looks back on his time and what it means for those still there.
The need for medical care, the need for building is so immense. People are going home to rubble.
The conflict and the region left for now in an unsteady in-between. But through reminders of the children he met,
They'd make homemade kites.
And the children he left at home.
This was my lifeline, by the way, these guys at home.
Dr. Alahi finds there's still hope for what's to come.
Their hope cannot be extinguished.
And the World Health Organization said this week none of Gaza's 36 hospitals are fully operational, so rebuilding will take a long time. At the end of this first phase, Hamas is supposed to release 33 hostages. Israel is set to release 1,900 prisoners. So far, they've released 90.
Just so many tough stories that we're hearing coming out of that area now.
Yeah, and we'll be hearing them for a long time. This is going to be a long-term operation here.
Indeed. All right, thanks for keeping us posted.